When we think of Black Panther, we often focus on the hero, the king, the warrior, the protector of Wakanda. But what if I told you that behind every Black Panther, behind every ruler of Wakanda, there is a divine force that has guided them for centuries? A being so powerful that without her, there would be no Wakanda, no Black Panther, nothing. Her name is Bast, the Panther Goddess. But who is Bast really? Is she just a myth? A legend? Or could she be something far more real than we ever imagined? Stay with me as we uncover the ancient secrets of Wakanda's most powerful deity and her undeniable connection to the Black Panther. Long before Wakanda became the most advanced nation on Earth, before vibranium reshaped their civilization, there were the gods, and among them, Bast stood above the rest. According to Wakandan legend, a massive vibranium meteor crashed into their land thousands of years ago. The powerful metal changed everything, altering the environment, mutating wildlife, and giving rise to something extraordinary. But it wasn't just vibranium that shaped Wakanda's future, it was Bast. The ancient Wakandans were lost, scattered, and divided. But then, a warrior received a vision from Bast herself. She guided him to the heart-shaped herb, a plant infused with vibranium's energy. When he consumed it, he was transformed, gaining superhuman abilities and the wisdom to unite the tribes. That warrior became Bashenga, the very first Black Panther, and Bast became Wakanda's protector, its goddess, and its eternal guardian. But here's the real question. Was Bast simply a religious figure, or was she something more? In the comics, Bast is far more than just a religious symbol. She's a real and powerful goddess. She belongs to the Ennead, a pantheon of gods once worshipped in ancient Egypt, alongside deities like Ra, Thoth, and Khonshu, the god we saw in Moon Knight. This means Bast is not just tied to Wakanda. She was once revered across Africa. But unlike Khonshu, who openly interacts with his avatars, Bast operates in secrecy. She grants power to those she deems worthy, but rarely reveals herself. However, there have been times when she stepped out of the shadows. In Black Panther Volume 4, Bast personally judges T'Challa after he is critically injured. She gives him a choice: die and join his ancestors, or fight his way back to life. And later, she even grants Shuri a test of worthiness before allowing her to become the Black Panther. In Thor, Love and Thunder, we saw Bast in Omnipotent City, sitting among the gods. This wasn't just a statue or a reference. This was confirmation that Bast is a real cosmic being in the MCU. But if she exists alongside gods like Zeus and Odin, what does that mean for Wakanda? Which raises the question, if Bast is real, then why hasn't she helped Wakanda in its darkest moments? Where was she when Killmonger burned the heart-shaped herb? Why didn't she intervene when T'Challa was dying? And now that Wakanda is without its king, will she return to choose the next Black Panther herself? If she is truly watching over Wakanda, then what else could she be capable of? One thing we know is that Bast is no ordinary deity. In the comics, she is a powerful entity, capable of granting godlike strength, wisdom, and even supernatural abilities to those she deems worthy. She is not just a passive goddess. She actively chooses Wakanda's protectors. But here's where things get even more interesting. Bast isn't just a Wakandan goddess. She exists in Egyptian mythology as well, connected to Ra, the sun god, and linked to the very same pantheon that gave us Moon Knight's Khonshu. This raises a fascinating possibility. Could Bast and Khonshu have a history? Could they be rivals, allies, or even two sides of the same divine struggle? And if so, could we one day see Black Panther and Moon Knight crossing paths, not just as heroes, but as champions of their gods? With the MCU expanding into mythology and cosmic deities, Bast's role could become even bigger. If Wakanda ever faces a supernatural threat, could we finally see Bast intervene directly? Could she even appear in physical form? And here's the biggest question of all. If Bast chose T'Challa, could she choose someone else now? Could she select a new Black Panther, not just through tradition, but through divine will? What do you think? Will Bast take a more active role in the MCU? Could she be hiding more secrets about Wakanda's past and future? Let's talk about it in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into the Marvel Universe. Wakanda forever.